In this tutorial, I want to talk about some of the display configuration options that Chord Maestro has. So open up a file and toggle on the target display window. Alright, so there's a few options we have for configuring how this chord chart looks on the screen. To do that, we go to Tools, Options, and under Presentation Display, we've got several options listed that allow us to configure the display. The presentation display I talked about a little bit earlier. This is the display that we want to use for our full screen display for a set list. So if we have an external confidence screen, we'd want to make sure that display was selected here. The target resolution is the resolution that's being used by the full screen display. So it's not the resolution of our computer that we're building our chord cues and set lists on. We want to basically know the resolution of the screen that we're eventually going to be showing this on, because depending on the size of the screen and the resolution, it's going to affect where this text shows up. So whatever we select here, it's going to affect what this little yellow box looks like, and so we can make sure that our text is inside the box. We don't have any text hanging off the side or off the bottoms. This target display bounds color, that is essentially the color of this boundary, this box that's indicating the area, display area of our confidence screen. If we want to change that, we just click on the box here and we get this little display select, this color selector that pops up, and you just pick a different color if you want to. Click OK. You see it changes it there, and if I click OK here, you can see that changes here as well. Alright, so then the page background color, this is the background color that we want to use for the chord chart. If you were to open up this PDF document using Adobe Acrobat, you'd be surprised to see that this chord chart, or this file, actually has a white background with black text. That can be a problem when you're displaying on a confidence screen, because you get an awful lot of light coming off of the confidence screen. So we actually want to artificially flip that color so that it's a black background. So that's what this does here, and same thing as with the target display bounds color. If I want to change that, I just click on it and it pops up this screen to allow you to change the color. The navigation anchor color is the color of your navigation anchors, these little bars that indicate the sections that you've defined in the document. The invert PDF text colors is a very important thing that you want to understand, because what it's doing is it allows you to invert the colors of the text on the screen so that it's using the complementary colors. So let's say that in our actual PDF document that we download from Planning Center, all of the text is in black. Well, if we check this, then it will make all of that text white instead of black. And that's important to do since we are using a black background here. So we want to make sure that that's checked. The display navigation anchors on presentation display, that is telling Chord Maestro whether or not we want to see these navigation anchor points displayed on the full screen. So when we're playing back our set list, do we want to actually see these? In general, I like to have them there because whenever you're using synchronization with a click track, there's always a possibility that something might go wrong and you have to kill the click track, and then you want to go over to manual control using a foot pedal or an iPad or something like that. So in that case, when you're using manual control, you want to see where these anchor points are so that you can see where the section breaks are. So I like to have them on there. The auto start event playback when presenting, this is in reference to, if I open up a set list here, this play button right here. What this is saying is that when we click the present button, do we want to automatically trigger this play button? Typically you do when you're using any kind of synchronization with a click track, because if this play button is not enabled, then you're not going to be receiving timing events from the click track. So typically you want that to automatically trigger whenever you hit present, just so you don't have to remember to hit 2 buttons.